Alright, today I'm going to be making arroz con pollo, chicken with rice. There's some of the ingredients that you need. This right here is chicken broth. I had made some chicken tortilla soup the other day and I saved it. Have the chicken ready right here. And then we're going to turn on the stove. Pour a little bit of oil around the pan. I forgot to add this. You're going to need seasonal. So then you're going to you're going to get your chicken. So I just got home and I thawed it out. If you're like me, Wonder Mom, just playing. Work and then come home. Even if you don't work, you still got to cook dinner. You're still Wonder Mom. So you're going to cut your chicken up just like a, una rebanita, just like that. Just one little slice. And you're going to pour some of the seasoning all over the chicken. You're going to turn it. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll be right back. I forgot the main thing, guys. Sorry. Excuse me. So you need rice. I always use Comet rice. So now that we have the chicken, you're going to bring it over to the sartén. You're going to bring it over to your pan. Now remember, you had it on. Okay. So then you're going to just put it in. It's not too hot yet, but it's getting there. You don't want it too hot. You're going to add them. Put them like this. Okay, so you're going to leave it like that. Put it on medium. You're going to get your top. You're going to cover it. So we're going to leave it like that. And then we'll be right back. I would say about 5 to 8 minutes. Alright, ladies, I'm back. Alright, so I gotta get a fork. See how it's coming out? Now you're going to turn it to the other side. With that. Turn them once. So you're going to turn them. And then you're going to cover it a little bit. But I want to add a little bit of water because I see that it's getting a little dry. So you're just going to add a tiny bit. That's it. Then you're going to cover it again. And then we're going to let it cook about another 5 to 8 minutes. Alright, guys, we're just going to check on them. Alright. You can turn it around if you want. See, there's still blood. Pick at it. Turn it off. We're gonna cover it and come back. Alright, guys, so we're back. Okay. So it's getting there. The way you could tell if it's almost ready, look at this chicken right here. See? These are not quite ready yet, but they're almost done. Listen. You're not going to cook it all the way because you're still going to add the rice. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more water and then I'm going to start on the rice. It's a tiny bit. I'm going to cover it up. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of oil on here. Doesn't matter what kind of oil, guys. Now, I don't normally measure because I don't know. I don't normally measure, but I'm going to try to measure today. I'm going to use about 1.5 cups of rice. But first, before you add both of them, I'm going to see how much does 1 cup make. I mean, how is it on the pan? So I have it on high. So yeah, I'm going to use a little bit more than this. So probably, you don't want to use too much because, so the way I say I don't measure it is because I just put some and I just cover the whole pan. You see it? Just cover the whole pan. It's not even that much. So we're going to brown it. So make sure you brown it. I'll come back in a few minutes. When you're browning it, when it's almost done, you're going to stop it. You're going to turn it off. So I'm going to brown it. Come right back. When you're browning the rice, you might need a little bit of oil. So it won't burn. A little bit more oil. Just keep mixing it. I have mine on high. Let it cook. You're gonna come check on your chicken. So this chicken is about almost ready to pull out. So I think it's ready to pull out. I'm going to lower it. I'm going to take out the chicken. You're going to take it out because you're going to add the rice in here. And I'm going to tell you why now. Why? So you're going to take out the chicken. Lower your pan. Take out your chicken. Come back over here on the rice. Make sure it don't burn. So I gotta lower it. See? Okay. Now, like I said, I don't normally measure, so what I'm gonna do right now in this pan, we're gonna add one of the little cubes. You're gonna add one of these. Add it. Keep an eye on your rice. It looks like the rice is almost done. Sorry guys, can't hold it while I'm holding the phone. So, getting brown. Don't want it to burn. While we're doing that, we're going to break this down. I'm only going to add one because I have chicken broth. But if you're adding water, you can add 2 of these. The reason why I'm only adding 1 is because the chicken broth is what's going to give it all the flavor. Just going to add a little bit of water in here. Just so it won't dry out. Take this out. You're going to turn it up a little bit. on the other pan. Looks like the rice. Ooh, the rice is done. I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off. Take it off the pan, off the stove, because it's gonna burn. Well, mine is. You're gonna turn up this. You're gonna add your rice. Try my best with one hand. Careful. I'll put it down because I'm gonna scrape the rice down real quick. All right, so this is it. I don't want you mixing the rice too much, so you're gonna add your water. So right here I have 3 cups of water, well, chicken broth. Pour it in here. 3 cups. Then you're gonna add your spices. You're gonna add this. You can mix it a little bit, just so it can get the color all around. Then you're gonna add some comino all over. Add a little bit of onion powder. I like to add parsley in my food just so it can give it a little bit extra color, a little bit of green. You're gonna mix it. This is the only time you're gonna be able to mix it. You're not gonna be able to mix it anymore once we add the chicken. So I'm gonna taste it. You can try the juice a little bit. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. What I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna add 1 more cup of chicken broth, but you can add 1 more cup of water if you want. Don't add any more water after this. So that's a total of 4 cups. Now you're gonna add your chicken. Okay, there it is. I have it a little high just so it can get a boil. Now I'm just gonna cover it. I'm gonna simmer it. We're gonna wait for about 10 minutes. It's not gonna take 10 minutes. I wanna check it out in about 10 or 15 minutes. So we'll be back. I'll cover it. So guys, right now, we just wanna check on it. I have mine on high. See? You're not going to put anything in there. You might need a little bit more water later, but you see how it's cooking? Don't mix it. And then your rice will come out soggy. Now cover back up. I'll come back in about 5 minutes. Okay, 4. All right, guys, we're ladies and guys, we're back. Okay. So this is how you want it to start looking. See, that rice is picking up. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I'm going to add about half a cup. I want it to dry up. I let it cook. Have mine on high. Alright, we're gonna let it sit, come back. Okay guys, we're gonna check it again. So how it's looking. What you wanna do now is get a little bit of the rice, taste it to see how hard is it, and if more than likely you're going to have to add a little bit more water. So. So it's still hard. So we're going to continue to add water. I'm going to add a little bit more. It's still hard, but it's almost done. So now we're just going to, I guess 1.5 cups was good. Still going to fluff up. Girls and ladies and gentlemen, your rice should be I would suggest to use chicken broth because it gives it more flavor. So if you're ever cooking and you use chicken, don't throw the juice. Always use it. So we're going to cover it up. Come back in like 2 minutes. Be back in 2 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yours should be looking like this already. So we're going to check the rice again. Taste it. It's so delicious. Okay. So it's almost done. So what I do is I just go like this to see how much water is in there. And now that has to dry up. So what we're going to do, since the rice is already almost done, it's probably like 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. So delicious. Your husband and family are going to love you tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it and I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes until the water in there is already gone. So you're going to leave it on the stove, but turn it off and cover it. And we'll be right back in 5 minutes. All right, so while that was warming up, when I was off, I put some beans on the side. If you have beans, go ahead and put them. Don't matter. I always have homemade beans and salsa. Can teach you how to make the salsa too. And so we're gonna pick this up. We're just gonna check right here just to see if there's no water, which there's not. See, there's no water right here, girls. So now it's ready. I'm gonna taste it again just because it's so delicious. Now that it's ready, you can serve. Take it off and serve your arroz con pollo. Good job, ladies. Someone's having some good dinner tonight. Bye, till next time.